Good morning. Monday the 20th of April. Date stamp. Is this the movement snack that you're looking for? Ooh, if you're on YouTube or scrolling through, it's the morning 8 a.m. snack. If this is the one that you want, stay here. If it's not the one you want, have a flick through and find where you want to be. Good morning, happy Monday. Who's in? If you're coming in, just give me a wave. Let us know who's there. We like to see who's in the crowd. Morning Wales. Morning Northumberland. Who else? Where else in the world are you, please? Just need to do my geographic locator thing in my head. Where are you, Diana? Remind me. Oh, thanks, Carol from Hove. I'll look out for them. Yep, keep the recommendations coming. Mustafa's in Jordan. Good morning, Jordan. Oh my goodness. Thanks for coming in. Essex. Greece. Yes, we do want you. Apostolis. Yes, we do. Cruden Bay. Hello. Eastleigh. Hello, Pat. That's just down the road from me. Bleary-eyed from Dundee. Is it still dreary in Dundee? Dundreary, Susanna? Oh no, has the weather changed? Jenny in Essex. Hello Jenny, have I seen your name pop up on there before? Don't think so. Great to see you, lovely to have you. In the morning snack. We've got a happy Easter from Jordan. Thank you very much, Mustafa. More Wales, more killing. Week 5, folks. Today is the first day of week 5, or it might be the first day of week 1, or it might be your first day. Here's the magic thing about all of this. It's never too late to start. The wagon keeps on rolling and you just hop on whenever you want. And you can even hop off and hop on again, especially if you've improved your ankle mobility and leg extensor power. Hopping becomes much easier as you hop on and off that wagon. Over functioning. It's sunny in Dundee. Sunday. Maybe it's Sunday. Sunny in Dundee, Susanna. More Wales. Hello, Jeannie. Lovely to see you. Odile, good to see you. Come on, Maddie. Too early for licorice all sorts. Hello, Britt. George, I'm getting to connect your family tree. You seem to know everyone up there. You seem to be related to most people. It's a bit of an exaggeration. Hello, Berkshire's on the wagon. Come on, Berkshire, hop on. Have some external support while you do that, if you need. Crikey, but that was close. That went really quick. It's like a 30-second countdown, and then we're going to go. For the 8 a.m. movement snack. Morning, Audrey. More Bristol, come on Dublin. No buffering in Penzance. Oh no. Christine. Someone, we talked about buffering yesterday. Is that kind of like something that's highly polished? It used to be. You used to buff something, but now it's just something else, isn't it? All right, Shrewsbury. Renfrew in Scotland. And 80. Right, come on, let's do it. Ready? Do a 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, good morning. My name is Beck Stanley from Later Life Training, and this is the beginning of week 5 in the whole context of our 30-day mission. Or it's your day 1, or it's your week 1. It's never too late to join us. Just very quickly before we get into the movement snack, as we're coming to the end of the original planned period, but as you know we're extending. It's just to sum up everything in this calendar we have covered to some extent, plus extra. So all the movements in this calendar, that is freely downloadable. The link is on the top of this page. Gives you some kind of the movements that have underpinned all of these movement snacks. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. You know the score, or if you don't know the score, I'll tell you right now. We start every movement snack with some circulation boosting. In sit or in stand, pick your position, and of course move between whichever position is best for you. Have a look at the movement and then decide. Here's the prompts for the standing one. If you know what's coming in seated, of course make a start. As always, external support, something appropriate for your height. One hand on if you need that, or two, and let's just start to take a steady walk on the spot or a march, whatever you want to call it. This circulation boost does exactly what it says on the tin. It boosts the circulation, and it's just a minute and a half. But once we've started to move, then we start to consider how we're moving. Really key focus on ankles, feet and toes. So after you've done a few steps, have a glance down if you need to. Check you've got a gap between your feet for balance, but then really try to articulate the ankles and toes on that, whilst lifting up, whilst opening the chest, and just feeling taller, confident, steady, strong and stable. And then when you're ready, alternating arms, 1, 2, 2 in together. Keep going with that. Here are the seated options. Hands on as you need, sit tall away from the back of the chair. Let's switch on these postural muscles here. This will make it easier to stand, it will make it easier to move. We hip walk forward, heels back and down, and we too can start the circ boost from the feet. Always, we're trying to optimise this march. So I could march like this, but if possible, I really want to try to tune into ankles, feet and toes. This will also help ease this movement. When we're ready, we're going to bring in a shoulder mobility, 1 or 2. Keep it small as you need, lifted, open, and the movements from the shoulder. Might be more comfortable, or if you're in an arm with chairs, this allows you to guide the elbow. The elbow should be close to the body. Sometimes just joining the hands together help with the coordination. Whichever option is best for you, just a few more seconds on that. The right pace is your pace. Hopefully you'll feel that you need to do a little deeper breath, and that's usual. That's what we want when we start to move in this rhythmical way, especially with arms and legs coming together. But we should just have a feeling of, okay, I'm ready. Shouldn't be exhausted, shouldn't be out of breath. Just a nice deep breath to get us going. Now we're going to start through our whole body mobility movement routine, starting with shoulders. In sit or stand, be balanced, feel steady, and then we're going to take these backward rolls through the shoulder. Focus on each individual movement for quality and range. By range I mean how big is that movement. The head stays still. Can you see on this shoulder movement, it comes up, back, and then all the way down. And we're just looking to do 3, 4 or 5 of these, slow and controlled, but still consider how you're stood. Use the support if you need. Still consider how you're sat. If you start to feel that you're sagging in the middle, the thing to do is take a pit stop, have a rest, and then go again. Lengthen. So we've got this activity through the posture that's really going to help with any activity of daily living, anything that translates into stand. Okay, having moved generally the shoulders and a little bit of the upper back, excuse me, now we can go into the neck. Head movements. This is a turn from side to side. I've come closer here, but this is in sit or stand. Any movement that moves the head may challenge your balance to a lesser or greater degree. So do take up support, be balanced, loads of support. I don't want your balance to be challenged here. The aim is to focus on this smooth head turn. And you're moving to a range that's comfortable for you. Don't push it, don't force it, just find it. Just find it, where is it? And just be aware of that. And it's definitely pause in the middle, it's a turn and then it comes back. Take your time. Take your eyes with you, folks. Just saying. And over time, you'll feel this start to improve. All whilst on a lifted, open, strong posture. One more movement from the neck. Now, all of these movements, the shoulder and the neck movements, directly linked to all activities. The head pretty much leads the way on most of the thing, all of our activities that we do. Have a look at this. So here we're looking to mobilise the neck. I'll turn on the angle so you can see. The fingers here just gives me a reference point to ease away from. So it's a backward press, and can you see it's literally mobilising my head in this backwards direction. And this may be smaller or a bigger movement, depending on your kind of current posture. So it doesn't matter how small that is, we're really looking to lengthen the neck and the spine so that we can move the head more freely along with shoulders and arms. Okay, let's have another little boost here. Focus even more on ankles. So whilst we're looking to boost the circulation, increase the blood flow to the brain and the working parts, just steadily, still optimise the opportunity to mobilise the ankles as well. So no flat feet, really try to peel those heels off and press the feet down. When we're in standing positions, ankles and feet are critical for being steady, yes? All right, let's move down to the trunk area, the torso, the centre of all of our movements from which our arms and legs do their thing. In standing for these, take up a slightly wider base. Just feel the steadiness and the strength in that. Use the external support if that gives you confidence, but just fix the hips, a little bend through the knees, and then we're going to take the sideways turn back to the centre. Again, don't push it, don't force it, take out all of the momentum. You're literally finding your way. How does this feel for you? And are you balanced? Are the hips staying still? Use a support that's appropriate for you. Keep the hand on if you need. And pause in the middle. And if you feel that you're tiring, have a little rest, come up and go again. So it moves there and it comes back. It doesn't stay there. Keep going with that in stand. Now, in seated positions, we need to consider not just the foot position, but the buttocks also. So give them a squeeze, just be aware where they are and really anchor the buttocks to the chair as we turn. So we shouldn't feel any weight shift for this one. I'm lifted, I've got loads of length here, I've got a bit of activity through my tummy, and I'm just turning with control. I can take the arms with me if I want to. The movement is from the centre, can you see? And pause in the middle if you need, rest and come back into that. It moves and comes back. Don't stay around there. It's like you're turning to look over your shoulder. All of these movements relate to moving in bed, getting in and out of chairs, getting off the floor, washing, dressing, all those critical activities of daily living. And in doing those activities of daily living, we tend to find ourselves quite flexed, quite in here, just by very nature of the task we're doing. So this next one is about lifting and lengthening and extending and mobilising the lower back. The movement may feel quite small. None of these are really extreme, big movements. They don't need to be. We're just exploring your movement and improving that over time. Stand close to some support for this one. This makes you just be more aware that you're not thrusting the hips. Can you see? All the movement is just from here. Loads of support. I keep my gaze forward and come straight back out. So I lengthen, upright posture plus an extra, and it comes straight back out. 3, 4 or 5 of those. The same in seated. We're forwards. Anchor the feet, anchor the buttocks. have a relaxed kind of switch off position, and then grow through that. So we lengthen up tall to upright, and then if you can, an extra squeeze and it comes straight back. Now the hands can stay here, and as I ease back, you'll see that they'll slide up, or you can give yourself a reference point here just to help guide it. Keep the gaze forward, keep the gaze forward. Did I say to keep the gaze forward? Can't remember. Here we go then, so just have a little bit of that. Whatever you want to do, just to bring all that together, and let's finish off on ankles. In the chair, forward, hold on for support. If feet options are an option for you, so if you have this movement available, here is the action. We've got some hip as well. There's another option in seated, but I need to come all the way back for this one. Give your legs lots of support. We just pick the foot up, keep this knee bent, it's not straight, and then I'm here. And have a look at this if you need to. We can get loads of information. I can still stay lifted whilst having a glance down. And I want a really purposeful flex and extend. This is how we walk, yes? Okay, in stand, it's the same. We're just looking to do 4 or 5 really good ones of these. And as you can see in stand, I get a little bit more for my money, because I've got some strength activity going on in this leg. Use loads of support. I've got some hip, I've got some knee, and I've got some ankle. And these 3 joints all work together in walking. So I kind of get a bit of everything on this one. If you feel confident and steady and that you've achieved full range of movement on that option, take it into a purposeful stride so that you can really apply the ankle, feet and toe mobility that we've just done. Can you see the back heel comes off? Really exaggerate, heel plant to the front, and I've got this weight transfer here, so I'm bringing in balance. All while I lifted posture, all while hands on the external support. Just to get the strength activity juices flowing, let's just try either just a couple of small little jockey raises in the chair, just to get all these quad muscles, thigh muscles and backside muscles. Just have a little squeeze up as if you're going to stand, but don't. But if you're confident to, let's just put in 3 or 4 of these, just get ready for the day. And you know what I'm going to say, heel raises into your daisies, but don't forget the toe raises also. Heel raises and toe raises. And I posted a couple of videos on heel raises and toe raises yesterday, I think. Have a look at those. All of those movements will be implicit in whatever activities you now go on to do. Here we're just focusing on those movements, and hopefully the aim is we accumulate all these mobility and movement gains that then filter into your daily life. It makes everything that you're doing contributes to making that easier, less effortful and more effective. It's a win-win, I think. Back at 12 if you're happy to join in. Strength focus. Now, because we're coming to the end, we're probably going to repeat our progress checks, I reckon. So if you have one of the calendars, just refresh yourselves on these 2 progress checks, or if you've just joined us, they'll form your start point, your baseline. We'll have a go at those at lunchtime. Plus, I'll think of something fantastic just to lure you in. Just raise the bar on my own performance there. See you at 12. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks for your support, and keep telling us your comments. We love to read them. All right, keep on moving. Every movement counts. See you at 12.